We begin tonight with dangerous weather. 27 million Americans on alert for snow in the southeast, and more than 175 million facing a brutal Arctic blast. The snow is getting heavier in the Carolinas with gusty winds. Some areas near the coast could see whiteout conditions. Crews struggling to clear the roads. The severe weather also causing major travel disruptions. More than 2,000 flights canceled today. In Southern California, dense fog contributed to a chain reaction crash. Dozens of cars in the pileup shutting down a major highway. And Tennessee calling in the National Guard to remove debris. One of the states still cleaning up from last week's deadly storm. There's also a coastal flooding threat for the southeast. Our weather team is standing by with the forecast. But first, ABC's Christian Cordero leads us off from Virginia Beach.
Tonight, another powerful winter storm slamming the east. Snow blanketing parts of the Carolinas as residents from Georgia to Maryland battle wind gusts up to 70 miles per hour. Places not used to this kind of weather. Virginia Beach is among those under a winter storm warning.
We don't see a lot of snow here, so really it's about 3 or 4 days of almost around-the-clock prep work.
The 1-2 punch of winter weather causing dangerous driving conditions through the weekend. More than 2,000 flights canceled today. Delta's Atlanta hub heavily impacted, and American canceling all of its flights out of its Charlotte hub. In Winston-Salem, the weather forcing NASCAR to postpone the Cookout Clash race, and life-threatening cold is expected to impact some 160 million Americans, with sub-freezing temperatures stretching as far south as Orlando and Houston. Tennessee still cleaning up from the last storm. Tens of thousands still without power in the Nashville area, with temperatures remaining below freezing.
They're cutting things off of the power lines and anything that's hanging.
The bitter cold continues to grip the Northeast. New York City and Philadelphia approaching their longest stretch of days below freezing in 8 years. And on the West Coast, a much different story. Foggy conditions may have contributed to a pileup involving dozens of vehicles in Delano, outside of Bakersfield. 10 people hurt. The road closed for hours. Whit, the plows are ready to go here in Virginia Beach. Temperatures are in the 20s, which is very unusual. The normal high this time of year is in the 50s. And the last time the city experienced a prolonged cold snap like this was in 2018. Whit.
All right, Christian, thanks so much. Let's get right to meteorologist Danny Beckstrom from our New York station WABC. And Danny, the conditions only expected to get worse overnight.
That's right. This is a rapidly intensifying low, which means the snowfall intensity and wind intensity really ramp up tonight. Snow falling from northeast Georgia into Virginia right now. Winter storm warnings in effect for those states as well. But it's not just the inches of snow, it's also the wind. The combination of both could create whiteout conditions, which makes travel especially dangerous. Putting futurecast into play, the snow continues to fall for the Carolinas through daybreak Sunday. Then the storm system rides up the east coast. Now, it looks like the northeast spared from the snow, but we'll get the wind, where in the Carolinas we could pick up an additional 6+ inches of snow before Sunday morning. Storm moves out, the cold moves in. Freeze warnings from Houston down through the Florida Peninsula, extreme cold warnings for the states in between, and we're talking temperatures sub-freezing for so much of the state of Florida. The purple boxes, those are potential records falling tomorrow morning. Wet, it'll feel sub-freezing in Miami. Actual air temperature tomorrow in the 30s. Brutal cold for them.
Yeah, another long, difficult stretch for so many of us. Thanks, Danny.